Today we are going to look at finding the surface area of prisms and pyramids by using their nets. Yesterday we looked at specifically rectangular prisms, but today we're going to add in a few other shapes. So if you notice the first part on your notes, this is not here, but we're going to talk about it. The base of a prism does not have to be rectangular. The base of a prism can be a triangle, pentagon, hexagon, and so on. So if you look at the pictures of these prisms, they have different shapes. So this pentagon right here would be a base, and this pentagon down here would be a base. There's two of the bases. So this one is the base on this shape, and this one is the base on this shape. And then we have a pyramid, and that's a polyhedron with one base and the same number of triangular faces as there are sides of the base. So on this one down here, the shape for the base is a rectangle. Rectangle has four sides, so there's four triangles that go around the side of the base. And then the vertex of a pyramid is the point at which all the triangular faces intersect. So this is this top point right here. Okay, you do have this table. I want you to take a minute and fill out the table for figures A, B, C, and D. So if we look at figure A, I see that it has two bases. It has a base right here, and it has the exact same shape right here. So, because I have two bases, that means this is a prism. The shape of that base is a triangle. And then if I look at the number of faces, well, that's just the total number of sides. So there's 1, 2 for each base, and then 3 that go around. So that's a total of 5 faces. The number of vertices would be 1. Here, let me change colors. That way it's easier for you to see. There's a vertex here, here, here. There's one back here, and right here. So if we count those, that is 6 vertices. And then our number of edges would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There are 9 edges. Now for figure B, I can see that it has just one base, and that base is down here. And I also notice that it comes to one point at the top. So that tells me this is a pyramid. The shape of the base is a rectangle. The number of faces, so the number of sides. There's one base, and there's 4 sides on a rectangle, so that's going to be 4 triangles that fold up into the point. So that gives me a total of 5 faces. The number of vertices, I have 1 up here at the top, and then 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then for the number of edges, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 total edges. Okay, figure C, I have 2 bases. One right here and one right here. So that's going to be a prism. The shape of the base is a rectangle. Oops. And the number of faces, I have the 2 bases, and then I have 4 around the side, so that's 6 faces. my number of vertices. I just need to count them. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 vertices. And then edges is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 edges. Okay, and now for figure D, I have one base that it's sitting on. So, and it comes to a point, that means it's a pyramid. The shape of that base would be a triangle. The number of faces, there's one base, and then there's 3 sides to that base, so there's 3 triangles that fold up, which tells me I have 4 faces. For my number of vertices, I have the one at the top, 2, 3, 4. Number of edges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 edges. Hopefully your table looks something like this. So, this part is telling us to label each net with the name of the solid figure it forms. It is important to know that 3D figures, so the prisms and the pyramids, are named by the shape of their base. So for example, on shape A, this shape right here, that's a rectangle. And then I can see that it has triangles that are going to fold up into a point. So this would be a rectangular pyramid. For shape B, I have 2 triangles right here. Those are my 2 bases. So it's going to be triangular because that's the shape. And then that's not going to fold up into a point. If I have 2 bases, it is going to be a prism. So this is a triangular prism. See if you can figure out the name for shape C. If we look, we have one base right here. It is a triangle. And then the rest of those triangles are going to fold up into a point. So shape C is a triangular pyramid. And now try and get the name for shape D. So I have 2 bases here. They are rectangles. So it's going to be rectangular. And then I know that that is not folding up into a point at the top, so this is going to be a prism. I also know that because it has 2 bases. So that's how you figure out the names of the shapes. Look at the shape of the base and then decide, is it going to fold to a point, or are there 2 bases for it to be a prism? Okay. Now we have a net, and it says find the lateral and total surface area of the figure. So this is new vocabulary. Lateral surface area is everything except for the bases. So lateral is without the base or bases. Total is all of it. So that's with the bases. So we need to find both here. I'm going to start by finding the area of each shape, just like I have been doing in the past, that we did for composite figures and we did yesterday. So I'm going to start with area equals base times height. I'm going to start with this outside square right here. I can see that the base is 12.5 and the height is also 12.5. So go ahead and multiply 12.5 times 12.5. When you multiply those, you should have gotten 156.25. So this is 156.25. And I also know that this square is going to be 156.25. Okay, now let's find the area of the middle rectangle. So again, I'm going to do base times height. The base is 15.5 and the height is 12.5. Multiply those now. When you multiplied, you should have gotten 193.75. So that's this. And then all I have left is the triangle. To find the area of the triangle, I use area equals 1/2 base times height. So I have 1/2 times the base of the triangle is 15.5. The height of the triangle is 8.5. Go ahead and multiply those three. When you multiply those out, you should get 65.875. So that's for each triangle. Now I'm going to find the lateral surface area. Remember, that is without the bases. The bases here are the triangles. So I'm just going to add the three numbers across the middle. Add the three rectangles. Go ahead and do that now. When you added, you should have gotten 506.25, and that is inches squared. And then for our total surface area, take the lateral and now just add in the two bases. When you do that, you should get a total surface area of 638 inches squared. Okay, now we have this shape. I know it's a pyramid because I only see one base, and I see four triangles that are going to fold up into a point. Again, we're finding the lateral and the total. I just need to start by finding the area of each shape. I'm going to start with the triangles. All of those triangles are the same size. So I just have to find the area one time, and that applies to all of the triangles. And the reason I know they're all the same size is because our base that's in the middle is a square. So that means the bases of our triangles are the same. So I take my formula, A equals 1/2 base times height. I'm going to have 1/2 times the base of my triangle is 0.8 times the height of the triangle is 1.1. Go ahead and multiply those now. When you multiplied, you should have gotten 0.44. So each triangle is 0.44 meters squared. And now I just need to find the area of the square that's in the middle. Remember, we have to use the formula for a rectangle. Whenever I look at the formula for a rectangle, that is A equals base times height. The base is 0.8. The height is 0.8. Multiply those now. You should get that your area is 0.64. So right here in the middle, this is 0.64. Now find the lateral surface area. Remember, that is without the base. When you find the lateral, that should be 1.76 meters squared. Now add in the base to get the total. For your total surface area, you should get 2.4 meters squared.